What we have still, let us talk about the abduction. Abduction uh, today in Uganda, political players, especially those who are at the side of the opposition, and mainly those of the NUP supporters, some leaders, they are facing abductions. They are facing abductions. We don't know why these people are always abducted. Uh, always the security forces, they are not clear on these abductions. They don't tell us why they have been, why supporters or why leaders have been adopted, and we don't know. We don't know. It scares a lot. It, it scares a lot to live in a country where at any time, after expressing your political views, you are likely to be abducted to a place unknown, and if it is known, it is more of unlawful arrest. We are not respecting the principles. They are not respecting the ways on how someone must be arrested. Because before you arrest anyone, you need to first introduce yourself, you who is arresting the person, and still you need to have warrant of arrest before you arrest someone. That is in the law. Failure of that, you are disrespecting the law. You are doing things which are really unlawful. Unlawful. You are against the constitution. You are against. You are not even respecting rights of an individual. A person has a right before being arrested. The one who is arresting must introduce himself that I am so and so. I am a security personnel. I work with this agency. We are going to arrest you because of this and that. And this is our arrest. And this is our warrant of arrest. Then you take a person to a place known, not to a place unknown. And still, it is in the law that after arresting someone, you should produce him to the courts of law within 48 hours. You arrest someone, in fact, you abduct someone, you keep him to a place unknown for more than the time that is constitutional, and we are having top leaders coming out on their coming out on their social medias, on their handles, saying that I'm having so and so is in my basement. I'm teaching him Bunyankore, I'm teaching him my language, and it works really. This tendency of people disrespecting constitution, this tendency of people disrespecting laws, indeed, it is really bad. It paints that we are in Uganda today. We are living in a situation that I can term it as a political phantasmagoria. We are in a situation which is majorly tainted with a wood attainable button. We are in such a vegetative state as far as politics is concerned in this country. And we must change that. Leaders must stop that tendency. And these are top leaders, and these are top highly respected people. They are disrespecting, and even other institutions are keeping quiet about this. These people, they must be summoned, in fact, to see a CDA tweeting on his X that they are having so and so, and is not questionable. All other entities, they are all silent. It's like we are having leaders which they think they are above the law. It may be of that case, but at least they must portray a picture that Uganda, it is not on that sort. We are in the days of the Idi Amin today, which is not that, which it shouldn't be. It is really so bad. There is no any way how I can bring it clear to express what I am feeling about the situation. Because I don't know I may end up as a victim because I'm always expressing my views here politically, and I'm not going to stop that. I will always express my views as far as politics is concerned because we are all stakeholders in this country, and we must really talk and condemn about anything that we are seeing it is not going right. People, they must respect the law. People must respect entities. People must respect institutions. Even if you are a government official, you are not above any law. You are not above any institution. Now, especially members of the first family, they want to set a precedent that for them they are above institutions in Uganda. It is really too bad. And I won't sugarcoat anything about that. I will be bold enough and I will say it here on the other paper. These abductions, they must really be condemned. And people who are abducting people, we want to know your motives. We want to know your agendas of why you are doing so. If a person has committed an offense, the law it is very clear. If someone has committed any offense, the law it is very clear. Arrest him in a lawful arrest. Arrest him, then produce that person to court. Then court will charge him. If you are saying that so and so has been committing, he has been violating, he has committed offenses, produce him to court. If you bring evidence beyond reasonable doubt, then court will sentence him rather than abducting, rather than arresting, kidnapping people. Now, in fact, I'm so puzzled. I'm so pissed. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This is not what the president of this country fought for. Fought for. He has been always clear, and he has said it so many times, and he gave reasons why they had to fight, why they had to liberate, why they had even to go to the bush to fight the war. It was the things which are now currently going on. The abduction, the arrest, state-inspired violence. I remember one time when President Museveni was on a certain interview, way back, I think it was in the 90s. He said that, for me, I wasn't a soldier. I was an intellectual, but I decided to be a soldier because of state-inspired violence, because of natives being arrested, because of people being abducted, because of, he gave reasons. Mainly, it was more of state-inspired violence. Those were the reasons. Those were the fundamental reasons. Violations of human rights. They were fundamental reasons of why he had to fight the regime. And people, they supported him because he was on a good cause. And indeed, we believe that he was. Now today, the things that he fought against, they are now happening in his regime. So the question is, now I'm putting it to the president. You fought against the previous regimes because of state-inspired violence. Now your regime, it is now mainly characterized with what you fought against. So are you going to keep quiet, or are you going to let it to be in that way, so that even other people, they can emerge and do what you did in the past? That is the question, and it is a very fundamental one. It is very fundamental. So me as a person, I'm feeling so bad. I'm feeling so bad about what is happening, about people to be in fear. So they are in fear because they can't exercise their right of expression on matters that are political. It is bad. It is bad. It is bad. Many, they would decide to keep silent, to be quiet, and still many will decide not to be quiet. We are ready for anything. We are ready for anything. We are not afraid. We are ready for anything. I'm not afraid. We will condemn. We will condemn such actions. We will condemn such acts. We will condemn state-inspired violence. And we will talk against about that. And I myself, I will do that here on my platform. I'm going to use it as a tool to fight it. I'm not going to go the other way how these people they did in the 80s. No, we are in modern days with modern people, with modern things, with modern tools. Our modern tool, it is mainly social media. This is what we are going to use in order to put our voices out to be heard, condemning actions of violence, condemning state-inspired violence, condemning abductions, condemning unlawful arrests, condemning anything of that sort. Violation of human rights. Why should a person be arrested because of his political affiliations, because of his political expression? No, someone shouldn't be arrested because of such. Someone must be arrested because of violating laws. Or when you want to tell us that today in Uganda, expressing yourself politically, when you are against the government on things which you see that they are not going right, it is a crime. Now we will know, yes, that is a crime which one commits. Then we will not express ourselves because we may not want to be victims of a crime. We may not want to be principal doers of a crime. And we will decide not to express our political views, not to express our political ideas, not to express our political affiliations. Be clear on that. If you're not, I think you will arrest each and every one. You will arrest people because we will continue to talk about those actions. To talk about those actions, we won't keep quiet. Martin Luther King said that the oppressed people, they can never be oppressed forever. The yearning of freedom eventually manifests itself. The oppressor, the oppressed people, they can even be evil more than the oppressor. If they seize of flame, it can. He said that though the flame of liberty may sometimes cease to shine, the coal can never expire. Abductions of other people, abductions of our comrades, it won't make us not to condemn the actions. It won't keep us in fear. And still he said that at last we will not remember the words of our enemies, but we will remember the silence of our comrades, the silence of our people. Everyone is quiet. Everyone is quiet. Institutions which they need, there are some institutions, the church, the mosques, the religious institutions, the cultural institutions, they must come out and condemn this action. For me, I'm not a NUP supporter. No, but I'm talking this because I may be a victim. I may be a victim. I'm not an NUP supporter because you may think that now I am a supporter of NUP, so they have been abducting people, supporters of NUP. Now I'm condemning the actions because these are my fellow supporters of the NUP. No, I'm not a supporter of the NUP. But what is going on, it is not right. I am a person of principle. I am a person of principle. It doesn't matter on what side I am, but as long as I'm seeing a violation of a human right, as long as I'm seeing anything which is not going right, it doesn't matter where I am standing as far as politics is concerned. It doesn't matter. I will come out and condemn. So that's what I added to say about this. And I think that's what we add as far as politics is concerned. Remember, this is a political, and remember this platform, it is social and political. This is what we add to talk about as far as politics is concerned. Then We will then talk about the economical side, and we'll talk about the social affairs. This is what we had for today. On the order paper, I remain again Makobia Akim Ali on the order paper 256. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Like, follow, comment, share, spread the message. We must really condemn state-inspired violence. It must stop.